feel like I've reviewed a lot of bad movies lately. The Batman was awesome, but other than that, it's been kind of, a lot of crap recently, and I'm sorry for that, but it's time to review another bad one. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on the red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know every time I post a new piece of content. Okay, so Roland Emmerich, he's kind of known as a one-trick pony, and by kind of, I mean almost exclusively. The guy has essentially made the same movie over and over again for his entire career, with one notable exception. His best movie is The Patriot. I think that movie is still kind of awesome. It has a surprisingly deep message for a director who's known for, being kind of on the shallow side and not really having that much variety to his films. So I love The Patriot. It's easily his best movie, in my opinion. And other than that, yeah, he just makes the same movie over and over again. This movie has the movie I'm reviewing is called Moonfall. If you care, it has all of the pratfalls that his films suffer from. So it has the extremely obvious guy who everybody thinks is crazy and is trying to warn everybody else about impending doom. So it's got that. It's got the arrogant government officials who ignore the first guy because they think they know better. It's got generic action hero. It's got generics, brainy female scientist who's an astronaut, and none of it works. Patrick Wilson is fine in the leading role. This movie is shot kind of like a like a commercial on Adderall. It's completely, the pacing is all over the place. It's like way too fast. Everything just kind of is go 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 go, and that's kind of what Emmerich is known for with his films. And then it's got the big disaster, and then it's got a little bit of mystery and intrigue around it. And I, you've seen this movie before. If you've seen Independence Day, if you've seen the sequel to Independence Day, Resurgence, if you've seen 2012, if you've seen The Day After Tomorrow, you've seen this movie before. And so there is quite literally nothing here that you haven't seen in any other movie that's significantly better. I think Emmerich's worst movie is probably Independence Day Resurgence. That movie is god awful and terrible. This movie might be just as bad, but I think the difference between the two is that Independence Day was saddled with expectations. The original is still adored despite kind of being the template for these types of films, and it has like it has the president's speech at the end, which is awesome and super kick ass and great. And so people still adore the original Independence Day. So when Resurgence came out, it was completely crippled because people expected it to be good, and it was never going to live up to that, and it was also just terrible. And Emmerich just continues that here. I think he's worn out his welcome. Whatever he's doing from a screenwriting standpoint, because he has writing credit on this, is just rehashing old ideas. And that's it. It's like, I'm going to write the same script over. I'm going to bring in somebody that maybe has like one unique idea. We're going to throw it in there. Instead of me killing off this person, I'm going to pull the rug out and kill this person instead, even though you thought this person was going to die. And none of it is any good at all. The acting in this movie is really bad, like surprisingly bad. The directing is bad. The sound design is unremarkable. The visual effects, who cares? Apparently this is like an independent film, which is news to me because Tencent, which is like a major, massive Chinese conglomerate, dumped a bunch of money into it, and it shows because they have like generic, female Asian au pair who's just in the movie to cater to the Chinese audience, and it's really kind of obvious. And kind of like they did with the Transformers, whatever the second to last one was. I don't even remember what it was called at this point. The one before the last night. I don't remember. Age of Extinction. They did the same thing in that movie, and they do it here, but somehow even more lazy. So yeah, if you want to see generic action movie trash that actually is it's like a little better in the last 15 minutes of the film. I will give some credit for that. That is all, relatively entertaining, but the rest of the movie, no. It's impossible to redeem it by that point. Michael Pena, who's really funny and stuff, is in this, and he's given nothing to do. He's not given a dialogue whatsoever. Uh Halle Berry is in this. She's not very good. Yeah. So, Moonfall. If you want to watch it, I guess go for it. Good luck. Hopefully you like it more than I do. Let me know in the comments. And thanks so much for checking out the video. See you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.